This show is sponsored by Axe Broadheads, Millennium Tree Stands, The Chase Deer Scent, Extreme Archery Products, Antler Insanity.
Hunt Club. Today we're planting Bicolor Lespedeza. The tool we'll be using is called a dibble, and it's actually a tool for trees. We've bought Bicolor Lespedeza as a plant, and so it resembles a small tree that you'd be planting. It's a shrub actually. So you can get it in seed form. Buying it in plant form gives you a little bit of jump start on trying to get your hedgerow up and doing what it is you want to get done. So what we're trying to accomplish is we're trying to create a buffer between this big open field and this big open cow pasture. We've been planting this food plot for a couple of years. We get a lot of tracks. We get a lot of nighttime photos. Deer seem to be coming out like 5 minutes before dark. So we want to encourage them to come out a little bit sooner while we can still see them. So we're building this protective hedge. That's the primary function of this bicolor. The bicolor is a perennial. So once we plant it, all we have to do is maintain it. It may take a little mowing or some very light disking. It puts off a lot of seeds. So mowing and light disking in January is usually a good idea if you want that hedgerow to thicken up. So harrowing and light disking, and then what that'll do for you is that'll thicken that row up faster and accomplish your goal of creating that buffer. There's added benefits of Bicolor Lespedeza. Those benefits are that the deer will eat that Bicolor Lespedeza in the summertime. When the plant's growing through the spring and the summer, it's real soft, and the deer will come up there and they'll eat it while it's soft. But shortly after Labor Day, it's going to turn brittle. As soon as it starts to turn hard, the deer will turn off of it very quickly. The Bicolor Lespedeza puts off a lot of seeds. It's going to be really good for your quail, your dove, and your turkey. All the birds will come to it. It's a lot of seeds. And so then Bicolor Lespedeza in the summertime also acts as a bedding area. Once a hedge matures, out in the big field it might be 100 degrees, but inside that Bicolor Lespedeza in a mature hedge, you can walk in, it'll be 10 to 15 degrees cooler inside that hedge. So the deer a lot of times will seek that out as a bedding area. And so it also makes that bedding area very close to their food source. So when you have Bicolor Lespedeza, you got to be careful in your early month hunts that those deer might be actually not very far away from the stand when you go to climb up in it. We've harrowed, and then we went back and we tilled up this ground to get it soft so it won't take so long. We're going to plant 3,000 plants today. We're going to plant them in rows 4 foot wide, and we're putting these plants 24 inches apart. And so we're going to plant 3,000 plants today, and then this year those plants will be anywhere from knee to waist high, and next year they'll be anywhere from waist to head high. And when fully mature, they'll be about 6 feet tall, and they overhang with the seeds kind of like a weeping willow tree might. So we'll have some pictures for you that we'll pull, and you'll get a chance to look at a mature Bicolor Lespedeza plant. So anyway, stay tuned, and like I said, we got a lot of planting to do. We'll see you at the other end. Okay, so we bought live shrubs, and I ordered these shrubs, and 3 days later they came UPS. And you see the root area right here. This is a live plant, and we're going to be planting this. This tool here is the dibble, and you take the dibble, you shove it down the ground, and you create an opening. You take your plant, stick it down in there, and you collapse it with your foot, and you have Bicolor Lespedeza plant. So we're going to plant those 24 inches apart. We've marked our tool. There's one thing you got to be careful of when you're planting any type of shrub or tree, and that is when you put it in the ground, if you don't have a big enough opening, you can do a thing called J-root, where you push down the plant so hard that it turns the root back up. It's very bad for the tree or the plant, so you got to be careful. A lot of times I'll go all the way to the bottom and I'll pull it back up until it's reached the area where it's supposed to meet the surface of the ground, and then I'll put pressure around it to seal the opening. So we're going to have 24-inch spacing, lengthwise and widthwise.
So now we got 2,998 more to go.
Exactly. We got 2,998 to go, including these 3 right here. So stay tuned.
Are we doing 2 or 3 rows?
3 rows.
Okay, so so that's the 2 rows. Boy, she's going to be thick. She's going to be thick. It's going to be interesting to see how fast they grow together.
Alright. So go down. We don't have to have any words in this part. We go down all the way, pull it back up, and put pressure around it. All the way.
Chuck did a great job explaining the Bicolor Lespedeza. This has been one of his pet projects. And this year we had the opportunity and the budget to buy those 3,000 plants. And it took a lot longer than we thought. When you say 3,000 plants, it is intimidating. But it took us probably about 8 hours to plant. We planted 3 rows like he explained, as you can see us planting right here. We had Jimmy Rhodes come out and help us plant, him and his little boy. That helped out a lot. It was really a 2 to 3 man project. Chuck would open up the holes, and then Jimmy would hand me the trees, the shrub, and then I would put it in the ground. And as you can see, as he was trying to explain, we're trying to put a shrub row, a hedge row up between 2 open areas to encourage the deer to come out during the daylight hours. And I drew this in Google Earth to show you guys what it would look like. And here you can see we almost had enough to make a complete L. We didn't quite have enough to fence it in. So anyway, we're going to keep updating this in the future as it grows. We did this in January. So as it starts growing, we're going to come back with more episodes on this and keep talking about it and let you guys follow us in our progress. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this webisode. It's just the beginning of this long-term project. And thanks for watching Reality Hunt Club. We're going to be bringing you more webisodes in the future. Thanks for watching.
If you like this show, check out our other shows at hunt365.tv.